kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Potato, potato, put 'em in a pot. Pour some water in and boil 'em up hot.
All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Pancake, pancake, pop it in a pan. Fry it, flip it, catch it if you can.
All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.
Well, jelly in a bowl, jelly in a cup. Wiggle, waggle, eat the jelly up.
All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Hi everyone, today we're going to be making Portobello pizzas. And this recipe is something I've made many times before. Joseph absolutely loves them, and so does my husband. But I got the idea to put this on my site. It was inspired by one of my students, one of my 3-year-old cuties, who is having a little bit of trouble with the P sound. So I thought we would make Portobello pizza today. Portobello mushrooms are very nutritious and have a lot of vitamins and minerals. They're a great substitute for meat. They're hearty, they're meaty, and so they're a great thing to do on a night when you don't want to eat meat. So what we're going to do is make the filling. I already showed you how to do the cleaning, and now we're going to make the filling for them. So what we're going to use is some chopped spinach, it's frozen spinach, but I boiled it. You can thaw it also, but I boiled it and then I squeezed it out really, really good in a towel to get all of the moisture out of it. So we're going to pour. Joseph, do you want to push that into our bowl? Sure. One of our P words, push. That's a good word to reinforce with your kids. And then we're going to add some, not breadcrumbs. This is pulverized or chopped almonds. This is almond meal. And almonds are a great substitute for breadcrumbs. And so if you're trying to avoid carbs and if you want to do something a little different, great nutritional value, use some almond meal. I bought these at Trader Joe's. They have a great pre-packaged almond meal. Joe, would you push that in there for me? Good job. Then we're also going to add an egg. The egg's going to help keep things all together. Go ahead, put it all right in there. 1 egg, and there's our almond meal, and that's going to help keep things together. That extra, you can just sprinkle your hands off in there. I also sauteed an onion and some garlic, and we're going to put that in as well, along with some beautiful, delicious fresh basil. Believe it or not, I have some basil still growing very nicely in my garden. Still smells great, and it's nice to add some fresh herbs to your dish. I'm going to put in a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Joseph, would you pour that one in for me? Great job. And then we're going to mix it all together. Go right ahead. Use the spoon a little bit, and then I know you are going to want to use those hands. And again, I encourage kids to use their hands. That's what makes it so much fun. Go ahead, you want to put that down now that you've got it mixed a little bit, and use your hands. Remember to use words like pour and pat. We're going to be patting our mixture into our mushrooms, and press and push. You can talk to your kids about the shape of the mushroom, about it being shaped like a circle. Ask them what the other things are shaped like circles to help build on their vocabulary in that category. Good job. Oh boy, I know you're going to want to lick those fingers again, but then you can't help me pat and press if you do that. So we're not going to lick them yet. When we're done, we will. All right. I seem to have a thing for that. All right, we're going to take a handful and we're going to put it into the center. Joseph, why don't you take a handful and put it into the center of your mushroom. And I'm just going to push it in. Push and pat and press. All right, good job. Use 2 hands, hon. Push and pat and press. And you can say those words over and over again with your little one. and tell them to push and pat and press and ask them to help you. And I'm trying to evenly distribute. Why don't you help me push and pat and press the rest of these out a little bit. Good job. They're nice and moist with just the right combination of everything. You can eyeball it, but I did use about a cup of the almond. I used a quarter cup of the cheese. I used about a cup of the squeezed out spinach. And what we're going to do to top it off is put some Parmesan or some mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle it on top, Joe. Take a little bit and sprinkle it on top. This is great. You can also add some roasted peppers if you want. You can add anything really if you want, but I just like to keep it. I think too many flavors start to get it to be too confusing. And this is a nice, simple way to put some really delicious flavors together. So I have olive oil on the bottom of my pan. I also did drizzle some on top of my mushrooms before I put the filling in. Before we started, I'm going to put this in the oven for 350 degrees for about between 20 and 30 minutes. You need to keep checking on it depending on your oven. And when you take them out, they're going to be delicious. Your kids are going to love these. I hope you enjoy the Portobello mushrooms. Practice clapping out those syllables for Portobello. It's a long word. Portobello with your little ones. And I hope you have fun with this. Enjoy it.
All around the kitchen cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. All around the kitchen cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo.